Tina with Enriched by Tina. And I am, of course, I am on the go. And today is Fitness Friday. So I want to give you some tips. If you saw the description, it talked about, we've been talking about acid reflux, um, and what it is, what it does, how it affects your body, how certain exercise affects your body. And so I told you on last Friday, the three exercises that you shouldn't do. And then, oh, my phone is ringing. Hold on for just a second. Let me call her later. And so I'm back because, like I said, I'm on the go and I live life on the go. So I did not want to not come. I tried to pre-record. Somebody out there in this land that's listening, if you understand about the pre-record, I pre-recorded it because I knew I was gonna be away this afternoon. Download, then you had to download it, and I didn't realize you had to do all those logistics to go with it. But I'm gonna get this. I'm going to get this. Y'all know I'm learning out loud. So therefore, we've been talking about acid reflux and how it affects your life and how it does different things. And so I'm just gonna get a brief recap of what is acid reflux. It is when your stomach acid is in your stomach, and when your esophagus breaks down and the muscles of weakness, and then uh the acid comes back up into your chest, and then you get a burning in your chest. So that's why they call it heartburn. And how you get the indigestion is when that muscle in your stomach it gets weakening, and then therefore it allows food and all those things and the acid from your stomach to come back up, and then therefore you have the acid reflux. So I told my journey, my story. You all that have been following me know that acid reflux was one of those health issues that your girls suffer with, and I changed some eating habits, done some things to help alleviate, and I don't have any of those problems unless I start back picking up some of those foods that I'm not supposed to have. And so when we talk about exercise, a lot of times we want to make all types of excuses of why we don't exercise. So you can exercise with acid reflux. You just got to be creative in what exercise that you um that you can participate in that will not um agitate or start you or irritate your acid reflux. So number one, the one activity that you can do is walking. Y'all know I love walking. Walking, that's my thing. That's my as people say, they have a drink of choice. Um that's my exercise of choice. It's walking. Cause guess what? It's free. I don't have to think about it. I don't have to prepare for it. I don't have to do any of those things. And when you actually walk and you move, you strengthening muscles in your ab area when you walk. You didn't ever think about that, did you? So if you're strengthening those abdominal muscles in your stomach, which is gonna help the stomach muscles, which is gonna help strengthen that ab area, which is gonna help reduce some of the acid because that's in your stomach that builds up when around your stomach. If that bowel gets weakening, guess what? That's how you get this regurgitating, which causes the acid reflux. So walking is one activity that you can do. Another activity that we probably don't even think about doing, but it's a good activity to do, is stretching. And stretching, when you go and you take, I don't know if y'all took some of those tips when I told you, because many of us are working from home and we're sitting at the desk and we're sitting nonstop. So if you do some of those stretches and reaching over to the side and over to the left, it strengthens and it gives you that your diaphragm. It helps with your diaphragm. So helping with your diaphragm will help strengthening those abdominal muscles, which help us strengthen the muscles around the stomach, which will help reduce the acid reflux. Now, this last one, they kind of go hand in hand, because when you're doing yoga, that third one, yoga, and you concentrate on the breathing in the yoga, the breathing also strengthens your ab muscles. And so when you're doing, and guess what, yoga is a more controlled stretching situation, activity. Yes, it is a digestive disease that stomach acid bounce to irritate the food a lot. You better go ahead on, Damon. You know I've been missing you, boy. I've been missing my help. And that's right. And that's what happens. So if you see Damon's comment in the chat, that's exactly what happens. So when you think about yoga, yoga is a controlled and guided stretching. So when you think about stretching is good, so is yoga. But when you do those breathing exercises um in yoga, it helps it helps to contract those muscles, which helps strengthen the area around in your ab area, so that you can your food can digest properly, and the muscles. And so when the food, when that bowel that I talked about last week on your stomach, when it is not working properly, then that's how the food gets to come back up. But if you strengthen in your abdominal area, so breathing can help strengthen your abdominal area, so you don't have to worry about doing those sit-ups that we learned last week. Sit-ups will help irritate and, mashing on your stomach lining. So when we think about those things, so you think about walking, you think about stretching, and you think about yoga and the breathing activities. I read an article from the Health Association, let me get the right name, because I don't want to be up here, because I wrote it down. Hold on. I got like notes on top of notes. The health organization that they did a study, and it was from the National Health of New York, the American Journal of Gastrology. And they did a study, and they took two sets of group of people. One, and all people had suffered with mild things of with acid reflux. And so they did two separate groups. One group, they taught some strengthening breathing exercises, and they did it every day for 30 minutes. So the group, after 30 days, the group who had been doing the breathing exercises for 30 minutes a day had less flare-ups, and almost alleviated the acid reflux. So I'm going to do a dive a little bit deeper into this breathing and yoga, because a lot of times as a culture, the culture that I'm from, we don't think about yoga. We don't think about those breathing exercises that actually help, that can help with overall health stuff, because we think it's a little weird, it's a little different. Who want to sit and do but I am learning that when you sit and quiet yourself and quiet your spirit, you're not only are you sitting there being able to not only get in tune with your body and with who you are, you also can clear your mind when you're sitting there doing these deep breaths. And I have been doing it, and I have been noticing it's helping me calm, like right on down, because you all know I like to go, and I always move at a fast pace, and I'm learning I got to slow down, because I'm creating a lot of anxiety and anxiousness within myself if I don't slow down. And so I'm having a hard time going to sleep at night. So I have to learn to quiet myself. And y'all that know me and know me personally know me and quiet don't kind of go together, because I'm kind of loud and wild. So I'm learning how to train myself to calm down and be quiet. So those of you all that know the words of prayer, pray my strength, because y'all know how I like to roll. Hey Leslie, hey, good to see you here tonight. And so we've been talking about acid reflux and the three different exercises. So those of you all that catching this on the replay, or that tuned in after, number one is walking, 2 is stretching, and 3 is yoga and dealing with those breathing exercise. So I'm learning that even breathing and getting more strength in the ab area, that helps elongate your trunk area, and it helps you do better with digesting your food and your overall digestive health, because acid reflux really is that disease in the digestion, where in it's a digestive disease. So if you can slow it down and get these exercise and do some of these techniques, you may not have to take all this acid reflux. So thank you for tuning in with Enriched by Tina. As I give you those quick tips, I didn't want to keep you long. As you can tell, I'm in the car, and I wanted to give you some good information about the acid reflux and about those things. Oh, thank you so much, Angela. I try to do that. I try to bring some good things for people to think about it. And because we don't think about it's the little things that we do, the little changes that we do in our overall health, we will be surprised how well we will begin to feel when we do little changes. I didn't say get out there and climb Mount Everest. I said do something little, something small. So I'm gonna put it out there in a challenge at the beginning of the year. Let's do a challenge, um, and try to do something, change one thing, and let's do a challenge together. Let's do a 30-day challenge, and and see what happens when we change that one behavior. Just one. I know New Year's is coming up and a lot of people want to do a New Year's resolution, but let's do one thing. Let's change one thing, and let's do it for the 30 days. Well, it's 31 days in January, so let's do it for 31 days. And I know you're thinking, oh, wow. So we got like less than like 10 days left in this year. You got a chance to think about what that one thing is. And if you know it already, and as you think about it, put it in the chat or tag me. You know, come back to this broadcast or go to Enrich by Tina. And if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, go to my YouTube channel and subscribe. There also is a group called Get Fit for Life. I am going to start really honing in the group in the upcoming year. So if you have not um, uh, asked to be included in my private group, because I'm going to do some more things in that group and go more and more in detail with those you all who really are serious about your health. If you're not really serious about your health and you're not going to really get engaged and not be involved and do some of the things, I'm okay if you don't join. But because we want to build a community, and it's not just me getting up talking. I want to invite some of you guys to come in and talk. And with that being said, on Tuesday night, you all know I go live on Tuesdays and Fridays. On Tuesday night, I want you to um, well, I thought I wanted you to. I had this all little nice little flyer, but I'll post it again. If you're interested and you want to do a dialogue with me, if you experience with acid reflux, or you just know somebody who have, or you want to have a conversation about it, I'm going to invite you to come on with me next Tuesday, and we can have a conversation about acid reflux. What some things have you done, and if that's something you're interested in, as you listen to this on the replay, put a one in the chat, and then I'll know to reach out. And when I set up my links for next Tuesday, I can send you the link, and then you can be in the background. And when you're ready for me to pull you up on stage, then I'll pull you up on stage, and we can have a conversation and continue this. Um, so just let me know if that's something you're interested in, and I'm gonna do that going forward. So it may not be acid reflux; it may be the next topic that I talk about that you're interested in. Then just let me know, and we can come on and we can have a dialogue. And I have several new people that I want to collaborate with to get on board, to come on board to talk about it. You know, Leslie, if you're up to it, we can get you on board to talk about the life and the health changes you had, and Angela, I'm gonna get you up on board, and same with you, Bennett. If you want to come on board and talk about how we declutter and those types of things, as we get our whole life together, it's our mind, body, and soul, and how it all works together. So if that's something that anybody that you catching this on the replay, put a 1 in the chat, then that'll let me know, hey, you're interested in coming on and being aboard and being a guest, and we can have a conversation. And if you got some ideas and things that you want me to bring to you, hey, hit me up in my DM. Let me know. And like I said, I have that community Get Fit for Life, because we don't want to just get fit for the season. We want to be fit for life, because we are in our life. We have life situations, and life is happening to us every day. So I don't want you to think about, I'm only going to lose these 5 or 10 pounds or 20 pounds or 30 pounds just for the moment, just to get in the dress, just to show up at the event. I'm here to help you get your whole life together. So if that's a community that you want to be a part of, then go ahead and look for it. It's called Get Fit for Life. And I will and it's in it should be in this description. If not, I'll get it in there. If you're interested into it, then you give me a 2 that you want to join the community, and I'll send you an invite. Put a 1 if you're interested in being a guest on the show next week when we're talking about acid reflux, or at any time, and I can reach out to you and we can have a conversation so we can start having a dialogue. I want to build community. I want to help you get your whole life together, mind, body, and soul. So this has been Tina with Enriched by Tina, helping you get your whole life together. I hope you have found something that has resonated in you, that's sparking you, that's going to put you on fire, that when 2022 come in, you're going to be ready for the challenge that we're going to do for 30 days to try something new. That way that you're going to change one thing in the first 30 days of 2022. So I look forward to reaching out and connecting with you all and bringing you other things. So as I always do every week, I want to give you some traveling music on your way out, so you have a good rest of the evening. And I will see you on Tuesday for Tina's Tips.
Now tell me exactly how you feel. I'm just trying to keep it real. Let me love you on the inside, love you on the inside. Tell me exactly what you